Hello everyone, it's Mike from Chess Lifestyle, and today we are training 55 minutes of chess. So let me quickly adjust this timer real fast. We're continuing our Woodpecker method to grind. That's what we did a couple days ago. This is going to be the perfect test, actually, because a couple days ago I think I was quite on form. And I solved all of the exercises and very thoroughly as well, to my surprise. But today, I'm a bit sick. I've also had a very jam-packed day, so I'm quite tired. I've also played several hours of shogi at the Sapporo Shogi Center and had my brain completely frazzled by the complications. So, I'm in a very shogi brain mindset as well. I'm also, I've got some burger brain taking place because I had some very high quality ramen, but it was very salty and a lot. So I'm still somewhat full from my meal. This is going to be an interesting experience to see if I can still train this woodpecker as well as I did last time. So I think we did 11 exercises. I caught a glimpse there. Let's keep going. And also apologies that this is a Saturday stream, not a Friday stream. I just didn't get round to streaming yesterday. So hopefully by next week, we'll get back on our Monday, Wednesday, Friday routine. But okay, without further ado, let's start solving. So actually I need to have the woodpecker overlay. So let me actually drag this guy up. Since we're doing a lot more woodpecker nowadays. Yeah, let's put the woodpecker here. Okay, yeah. Okay, white to play. So just as a reminder, we need to evaluate the position. And by evaluation, we need to consider the material, the king's safety, hanging pieces, all the kind of tension, activity in the position, pawn structure. We then need to come up with our plan. We then need to find candidate moves, and of our candidate moves, if there is an attack on the king, any potentially attacking move, or a move that disrupts the defense, or a move that brings in an attacker, any forcing move, and we should shallowly calculate, try not to tunnel vision just one thing for too long. And then we narrow down onto our move, and then we make our move. So let's try and repeat this process here. Hello Arjun, welcome to the stream. Haven't caught the stream in a while. Hope to train myself better too. Perfect. Yeah, we're just starting this woodpecker grind, starting this month of May. And I plan to do this as much as I can in the build-up to my tournaments in the summer. So I'm playing some tournaments in August. Want to get in best shape for that. Okay. So, queen, queen, rook, 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 knight, knight, bishop, bishop. So we're knight down. Yeah. A whole knight down, okay. Black also threatens checkmate in one. Of course, their king is extremely weak, so that's a huge factor. In terms of moves then, a capture or a threat will probably not be enough, given that black has checkmate in one, unless the threat also avoids checkmate. So maybe a queen move doesn't have to be a check, because then we get an escape. But in general, I think checks are going to be good. So we've got knight c7, knight d6, queen e2, queen e3, queen e1, queen d7, queen d8. Now, the move knight c7 jumps out at me, because if king e7, then we've got queen d6, which is checkmate. And now I'm already seeing knight c7 if king f8, which is forced. Maybe we still do this queen d6, force one of the knights to move to e7. But in any case, I think we've then got check and then we've got mate. So I think we've got this sequence completely calculated. Nice. Okay, that was actually surprisingly good. Let's move on then. So yeah, that's the thing. There's no need to consider your candidate moves if you've already calculated a winning move. So Okay, what we've got here, queen, queen, rook, rook, knight, knight, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, so we're pawn down. I'm just going to make a note of something real quick. Okay. So we're pawn down. What else do we need to note? There's some tension on this knight in multiple ways. There's also some tension back at me with this rook. There's some back rank potential problems. So the plan in this position, I guess, would be to try and exploit this knight in some way. That would be the best case scenario, I think. But in candidate moves, let's always consider our checks. So knight f6 and queen b3. We've also got captures, rook takes or queen takes. Yeah, any move to add pressure onto that knight. There's also pressure here as well. That might be annoying. I'm suddenly seeing that I've got some checkmate ideas as well, so maybe a move like knight d6 can be strong. Because that cuts the coordination between these two pieces, threatens to win the knight. If they take, then I've got checkmate. So knight d6, how can they survive this? Maybe they can push c5? What there? Maybe now I go rook takes. Still, the rook cannot take on d6. If they take with the pawn, I give queen check. King here is forced. Check, 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 and mate. So I think this knight d6 is winning. Knight e2, just queen e2. Knight f3, just queen f3. I think this is it. There we go. Got it. Would be nice to see the full line, but yeah, this is nice. Queen takes b2 is tricky, so this is actually something I didn't consider. Probably should have, given that we can't just simply take with the rook because of back rank issues. And yeah, I guess on queen takes d4, there's rook takes d6. But then there's queen c4 check. If the king were to move, then we just go rook takes rook, and the point is we can meet queen b1 with queen f1. But I guess after queen takes, rook takes, queen c4 check, the rook block on d5. In which rook takes d5, if pawn takes d5, queen takes d5 check, king f8. It's not completely clear. Queen takes d4. I'm forgetting even the line I just looked at. What was I looking at? Queen takes d4. Oh, rook takes d6. Oh, but why am I looking at rook takes d6? I just take it. Yeah, what am I even talking about? Queen takes d6 is just, I mean, I just take, right? Oh, this is probably winning, but not easily. White's best plan is to defend against back rank and take on d4 of the rook for next move. Right, so black cannot take the knight. So best to play a move like h3. Yeah, and then if c5, then you can still go rook takes d4, pawn takes, and you get that same tactic again. I see, very interesting. Wow, I didn't realize we have a slow move here just to seal the deal. Yeah, you see, actually, like, I had 11 exercises where I didn't miss a single thing, and here I am missing stuff. So, yeah, the fatigue and everything, it's really a big factor. But okay, let's keep going. What you meant by woodpecker? Good question, Mr. Noob. I'm not mugging Mr. Noob. That's literally his username. For anyone watching on the VODs afterwards. But yeah, no, I'm doing this woodpecker method on Chessable. It's this course where you drill a lot of tactics. And the idea is that after a certain set of time, you'll repeat the same set of tactics in a shorter space of time. So I'm currently just on my first phase of my first cycle of just trying to grind through these exercises. As much as I hate doing them. But yeah, the prompt is black would love to play b6 and bishop king b7, but there's just not the time. So white to play and expose this king. Okay, so we've got 2 pawns for a knight. They're severely underdeveloped. Yeah, the king on c6 is obviously a strong aspect for us. So what checks do we even have? We've got bishop b5, bishop e4, queen a1, queen h1 I mean. Oh man, how do I get in the zone while you're under the weather? It's something I need to learn. Man, okay. So I've only got those 2 checks. Oh, d5 is a check as well. So okay, what do I even start with right now? Somehow this check looks the most promising in the sense that if here, then at least like we get the bishop in as well. And if d5 queen takes, then we've got bishop here. d5 if they go back, do we have a follow-up? Oh, man. I mean, if we give this check, then they block. And I don't really see what we're doing there. I really have zero clue. Oh, hold on a sec. d5, king d7. If bishop check, pawn here, pawn takes, bishop takes, king takes, queen h1. Does not pick up the rook though because of this. Oh, God. I don't know. Okay, see, I'm tunnel visioning this d5, so put it on hold, come back to it. So what else can we calculate? Queen h1 check? Again, king d7? Like, what are we doing there? Bishop b5 check, just king takes b5. And bishop e4 check, just king d7 again. I really don't know what to make of this king d7. Maybe it's just not good. Oh, my brain is not working. I mean, it's also almost making me feel like I should just play bloody c4 or something and bring more pieces in, because I really don't see it. Oh, God. What about d5, king d7, and f6? If knight takes, maybe bishop check. King d8 though. Yeah, Arjun, you're allowed to put move suggestions for sure. Like, I will not check the chat if I see any sign of notation. And Tricky, I'm stuck with you, huh? Well, I'm stuck on this puzzle, so looks like I'm stuck in every respect. I don't get it. Is there any positional grounds to say d5 is worth it after king d7? I mean, I just don't see any other move. Except for something really slow. In a real game, would I actually push d5 though? d5, king d7. Really got a problem with this. Can I change the move order slightly? Like d5, king d7, bishop b5, c6, pawn takes, and queen h1 now. Yes, king, bishop b7. Oh man, I don't know. I really don't know. Somehow I still feel like I'm gonna play it. Maybe that's some like distant memory of d5 and king b6 being the continuation. I think that's even the case. I just don't understand why king d7 is not playable. I'll find out afterwards. So, okay, bishop e3. If king a5, b4. King a4, check. Here. Oh, man. God, this is actually so bad. Bishop e3, king a5, b4, king a4. Bishop c2, king a3. Bishop b3, the king is trapped, but bishop takes c3 there. So done, so done. c2 here. Bishop takes. I guess check, maybe? I mean, the king is so weak. I mean, like, what else are we going to play here? There's nothing else to calculate. I seem to even remember, like, it's been like months since I've done this, but I seem to remember that black played c5, and I think I've got so much emotional memory with this damn puzzle is that, like, I probably got frustrated over it last time as well. It's just, what is this? I think it was like some bishop e3 and then queen d8 is the only way to win or something like this. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna investigate this, and it's just a stupid puzzle. d5, king d7, and best is rook e6. I mean, I considered this. I just didn't think like what are they doing? White continues with either f6 or bishop b5. Bishop b5 I don't get because of still c6. But f6, I can understand that. f6 makes a lot of sense. I just didn't see it. I mean, I saw f6 before, but just not here. Yeah, f6 looks really good. Okay, and then... yeah, poor form from Chessable for not showing king a4. King a5. I don't care if it's like super winning. Like, I don't see the win. Can I do this? This is what I was trying to calculate with g5. I didn't say g5 out loud, but this is what was in my head. I just have no idea. But I guess this makes sense. I mean, when I see it on the board, it looks much, much better. Yeah, this looks very strong. c5 still. And the king runs. Okay, yeah, that would have been a nice line to calculate, actually, to see all of that. I just don't really trust my intuition with these things. I mean, like, I could feel that the king was very weak, but just getting frustrated that I couldn't calculate any of that. Or enough of it. Let's think. If they blocked bishop b2, what would I have done? I wonder if I can play this move. As ridiculous as it looks. That's my move. If bishop b2, queen here. Oh, and I'm losing. Oh, no. This is why I don't play these kind of attacks. It's so bad. And this is the other thing as well. Like when you play an attacking repertoire like this, if you do, you need to have two, because if you just like rely on this style of chess, and if you're having an off day, then good luck like actually being consistent with the style, because you just won't be. You should only play the style if you're feeling the fight and the fire to do it, and even then I feel like it's just not worth it. It's just so apparently this is like mate in 7 with queen g5. It's really hard to see. Yeah, okay, moving on. Let's try do better. We've got to try and stay positive as well. We've got to try and stay positive, because when we get negative, then the chess just gets even worse. So okay, let's try and reset. Okay, let's go. So, queen, 2 rooks, 2 knights, and a bishop. Queen, 2 rooks, 2 bishops, and a knight. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so black's a pawn up. And what's going on? So both sides have weak kings. Our knight is being attacked on c6. Our queen is pinning their knight to their queen. The queen on d1 is hanging. So candidate moves. I guess suddenly the move that just jumped out at me is just knight takes d4. Because if the queen takes, then we've got bishop c5. And if the knight takes, then we take the queen. So is this just it? So I'll have a quick scan to see if there's anything stronger. Like maybe we could push g4, the knight moves, and then try and take here. But I'm now getting some spidey senses that one of these moves is actually incorrect. And I feel like this one actually is just super direct. I mean, like, what can be wrong with this? Be really surprised if this is a mistake. Nah, it has to be good. Has to be correct. There we go. Oh my god, that's a move. Because now if I take back with the pawn, then they can take my knight with their knight, because queen takes queen, rook takes queen. Oh, I'm actually so exhausted. So exhausted. I didn't realize how tired I'd be from the shogi, actually. Really tired me out. You know how like there's that term when you're hungry and angry, you're hangry? I mean, I feel like there needs to be a term when you're like tired. Tired and angry. I'm tangry. That's a terrible word. I'm never using that again. Oh, what do I even do here? Man, next year when I'm grinding my chess games, I really need to avoid like just avoid hating chess. I don't know if it will be possible. I don't know what to do. They just took a piece, right? No, they took a pawn. They took a pawn, so I can take on f3. I can take on f3. They can take on c7. Then I go bishop. Oh, that's actually a mate, I think. No, it's not. I was thinking knight takes bishop check, king g3. Because, you know, they don't want to go to e2, otherwise then I can move my knight and I'm not losing my queen. So, knight takes, bishop here, bishop c5, king g3 forced. And I was thinking maybe queen h4, king f3. Queen f2 check, king g4 forced. h5 check. We need to take. And then I think queen f6 is checkmate. Oh god, it's so long. But I think that's right. I think we can play it. Because if they take with the queen, then we just take back, and then we take the bishop, so... Queen d5 is so disgusting. The hell is that? I've definitely got this one wrong in the past with knight takes f3. I mean, this is also why... Yeah, why are you playing so ambitiously? Why are you not developing your pieces? Why are you not getting your king castled? It's like, why are you giving yourself these problems to solve? It's so bad. Like, why would anyone play chess like this? Oh, God. Knight takes f3, queen d5. What is that? Queen d5. So I guess the problem with queen d5 is it attacks our rook on a8. We can't castle out of it because they go queen a8 checkmate. Okay, at least the good news is that I don't see any answers on chat, so I guess these exercises must be difficult. But yeah, I'm supposed to play g takes out f4 apparently. And if they take with a knight, what's my point? I don't really see it. G takes f4, they take the knight. Didn't I just lose the pawn? My position kind of sucks. Alright, let's treat this as a new position, right? G takes f4, knight takes d4. What on earth are we playing? So we've lost the pawn back. The material is now equal. Maybe queen h4 check is one option. I need the position on the board. Oh man, I don't see. I don't have any idea. And why am I so tired as well? I mean, at this rate, I'm probably just playing queen h4 check. But I don't see it. Was it queen e5? Maybe try and attack the e4 pawn? Yeah, I've really got nothing. I have no idea. No idea. Is there really no answers in chat? I need some help. Oh, okay, there actually are answers in chat, but for some reason my chat hasn't been updating. So that's awkward. Let me go update it. Okay, yeah, we have some answers in chat. Yeah, welcome Wandering Pawn. Glad to see you here for some more training. I was thinking d5, king d7, rook e6. Yeah. Rook e6, fantastic, Arjun. Good job for getting that. G5 after king a5. Where was that? Yeah, G5. Exactly. To bring in the queen. Good job. I think if you're full and happy, you should be... I don't know what you mean, Julshu. But yeah, it's rough when you're not feeling well. Your brain just doesn't work. Welcome, Gloin, as well. How's it going? Yeah, good to see some of you here. Yeah, my chat wasn't updating, so yeah, apologies for the delay. In that, I've been at a 2-day over the board tournament finish yesterday. Got 3.5 out of 7. Fantastic. Is this like a positive result for you, Gloin? I mean, 50% in the tournament's always decent in my books. I mean, I think as a junior, I used to be a bit more ambitious, like saying get above 50%. But to be honest, 50% is already decent. I mean, chess is so hard nowadays. Like, oh, man. God. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to play here. I don't know what to play. Probably I just play queen e5 and we just have a game. They go queen d3. I have no idea what my advantage is. Maybe I try and play like knight f6 or something. Maybe they go rook e1. I really have no clue. I'm just going to play that. I don't see it. Queen h4, yeah, this was my other move. But I didn't see what was so special. So, bishop c5. Again, I don't really see what's so special about bishop c5. Maybe I should have played queen h4 if king g1 really was forced. Probably was. I mean, bishop c5 has to be good. But I don't really see what the big deal is. But continues with knight e7. And castle's kingside. Oh, I mean, I hate this style of chess because, I mean, like, in this position, you know, everything in the position calls out that knight takes f3 is the correct move. But, of course, there's queen d5. But, I mean, there wouldn't be queen d5 if you had castled your king and, you know, developed your pieces. So, yeah, I mean, this kind of chess is just ridiculous. I mean, I'm glad I'm not playing 19th century romantic chess completely batshit crazy. So, yeah, whatever. Okay, let's do one more. Opponents were higher rated than you for the most part. Okay, this is even better. Yeah, 50% score against high rated players. I mean, this is a really good vouch for your ability. Damn, 2.5 out of 9. One of your points was a buy. Yeah, I'm thinking. I mean, I've had worse results when I was starting out. I think. I remember my first under 16 British Championship or something, or under 14 or something. I don't remember. I think I scored like, yeah, something like maybe like, I want to say 2 out of 7, maybe. So okay, maybe that's a little bit better than 2.5 out of 9. But yeah, it's rough. It's tough when you first start. Bishop c5 and queen f6. The thing is, I felt like the knight can always be supported. Was there like pawn to c3 in that position? I feel like there were options, but yeah, that was a mean one to throw on us. Okay, let's try and solve this. So, okay, we got bishop, knight, 2 rooks. Bishop, knight, 2 rooks. So we got bishop pair. We got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So there's pressure on b7. We've got an open a file. We've got potential attacks on the king, although we're probably running out of ammunition when we start sacrificing. Although I've just noticed that we have this bishop takes h6, pawn h6, knight f6, forking the king and rook. I wish I could see this pattern, but I could not see it at all. So yeah, maybe bishop h6 just snags a pawn. And I realize I've done this calculation completely irresponsibly, but I think that's the. I mean, we got to the answer, so let's settle with it. Okay, let's do another one. Let's solve these until we get out of this rut. Queen, rook, bishop, knight. Queen, rook, bishop, knight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're a pawn down. We have a strong knight on f5. Rook d7 suddenly jumps out at me as a move. Just because if queen takes and I got knight h6 check and I pick up the queen. So let me just run with this for a bit. If rook d7, they go queen c6. Do I have a follow-up? Yes, I've got rook takes g7. So this just looks winning. Really trying to just double check in case they've got any surprising blows. So they don't have any checks. If rook d7, maybe like knight f4. Yeah, what do I do if knight f4? do I do if knight f4? Rook d7, knight f4, maybe just bishop takes f4. Yeah, what am I talking about? Just bishop takes f4 is completely good. It's completely good. Okay, rook d7. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, cool. Defo bishop takes f6, h6. Good job, Turkey. You're playing the British Championship this year? Nice. Which section are you playing in? Okay, let's go. So it's queen, rook, bishop, knight. Got 1, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got an extra pawn. So extra pawn for knight. So knight for pawn down, basically. So yeah, we need counterplay. We've also got back rank problems. The bishop on c7 is hanging. Our bishop on b7 is hanging. We've got very strong attack on the king. So, okay, let's start considering our candidates. So rook g6 is one, rook takes e1 is one, queen g2, queen f1, queen h2, queen g3, queen g4 is also one. f2 is also one. f2 actually looks extremely strong because we activate the bishop as well. So if f2, let's just calculate that. If f2, if they take with the king, then queen g2 is checkmate. If f2 and they take with the queen, then we go rook takes e1. If queen takes e1, queen g2 is mate. If rook takes e1, knight takes e1, do we have a follow-up there? Maybe not. So f2, queen f2. Maybe rook g6, but then it's bishop g3. f2, queen f2. Oh. What about if I change the move order? What if I start rook e1? If queen e1, then queen g2. If rook e1, knight e1, then f2. But then loads of options. I mean, queen takes is still a possibility there. So f2 is better first, but again, I am tunnel visioning a little bit. f2, queen takes f2. I just feel like there's something here and I'm just missing it. Also, yeah, sorry Arjun, this is your first stream in a while because, yeah, I'm not in a good mood for whatever reason. I mean, like, you guys know how much I hate doing these. And I think it's just, like, last stream, I guess, you know, I had no reason to be in a bad mood except for the fact that I'm doing these puzzles. And this stream, I've got, like, additional factors plus the fact that I'm doing these puzzles. So, yeah, it's just a bad combination. I really just hate doing this. It's like really, really torture for me. Yeah, I've got nothing after queen f2. f2, queen f2. I've got nothing. So, okay, I'll say keep it as promising, but we'll come back to it. So what other candidate moves? We've got queen g4 check. Queen g4 looks surprisingly strong, although there's bishop g3. If there's bishop g3, I'm liking it a lot less. Rook g6, again, bishop g3. But maybe then rook takes g3, pawn takes g3, queen takes g3. King f1. And the thing is, you've got to be ever so careful about, like, let's say after king f1 playing f2, because then we get back rank checkmated. So we can't get back rank checkmated. And this is, like, one drawback of, like, you know, trying to be methodical about like shallowly calculating, considering all the factors, and then doing this. Because I mean, if you miss everything, I mean, what then? Like, what if you go through all your candidates and you don't find anything? Which is why the style of chess is always just so risky to me. It's just like, if you don't find the win, then you may even lose. Whereas if you don't find your positional squeezing move, I mean, you'll get another opportunity. But with attacking chess, you don't get that other opportunity. You have to find it, and if you don't, then it's just game over. Okay, what about f2, queen takes f2, rook takes e1, knight takes e1? That's right. Maybe it's a different move order. f2, queen f2, queen g4 check. If bishop g3, then rook takes e1. If knight takes e1, then we've got this queen e4. Maybe it's something, but I don't believe that either. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just thinking this next year is going to be so funny. I'm going to be spiraling so hard, like at so many opportunities. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'll just have to brave through it. Oh God. Yeah, we're running out of time, and I literally have no idea. I mean, I had these candidate moves, right? f2, rook takes e1, queen g4, and rook g6. I don't know what else to consider. So let's go through them one by one again. f2 check. Queen takes f2. Can I exploit the fact that the bishop is hanging on c7 somehow? Alright, what about rook takes e1? Rook takes e1, knight takes e1. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm missing. f2, queen f2. Rook takes, knight takes. Queen check, bishop g3. Queen here. I mean, this is literally like my best idea, and it doesn't work. And rook g6, just bishop g3. Rook takes g3, pawn g3. Queen g3, king f1, queen h3 back, king g1. Maybe at least we have a perpetual there. I mean, that's the most promising thing I've got. So I think we've got to go for it. Wow, it's actually correct. Okay, it came in clutch at the end, but rook takes g3, pawn g3, queen g3, king f1, queen h3. That's the move I didn't consider before. King g1. I'm also trying to make rook takes g3, pawn g3, queen g3, king f1, queen h3, king g1, f2 check. If king takes f2, queen g2, king e3, queen f3 is checkmate. So rook g3, pawn g3, queen g3, king f1, f2, queen takes f. Wait, not f2 bad. Rook g3, pawn g3, queen g3, king f1, queen h3 check, king g1, f2, queen takes f2, then queen h1 is mate. Okay, yeah, we've even got mate. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to spot. I think I just missed this queen h. Oh, we can do it already. We can do it already. We don't need to throw in queen takes g3 and queen h3. This is already winning. Yeah, I just can see this. I can see this. I don't know why. I don't know why I can see mate in 5. But yeah, screw this kind of chess. I mean, why is there no window? Why are we having to play this? I mean, it's just... Yeah, I can't wait to get out of the Steinitz era of puzzles. It's awful. Welcome, Arjun, to the stream. Other Arjun, offer a draw and say checkmate as you shake hands. I wish I could. I mean, these kind of swindling tactics, I mean, this is what I have to rely on at this point. You sound like my chess GF? What the hell does that mean, Tricky? Good job, Joel, on the calculation. Fantastic. I don't know why I couldn't find this rook g6. Yeah, I mean, I guess I did, but not completely. Anyway, let's try and solve this. Okay, so we've got queen, rook, bishop, knight, 3-7, 4-7. Okay, so equal material. I'm already seeing that maybe there's this queen and king on the same line, so maybe there's like some bishop b4. So I mean d5 is like the move that jumps out at me, just to try and play for this bishop b4, and you know, we've got all kinds of threats in this position. So yeah, and this is a queen. There's not even like some pinning move. Like, I mean, that's the level of like deliriousness I'm currently in. Yeah, so I see no problem with d5. Well, what on earth do they do? I mean, we're just winning a pawn. Really just double checking to make sure I haven't missed anything. Looks really strong. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, yeah, this one, I mean, yeah, we didn't even get to complete the process. We just, yeah, I don't know what all these moves are. What is it saying? Bishop takes c4, and only then d5 is not good enough because of bishop b5. Yeah, that's a real cold shower. Wow. I mean, that's the kind of move I was worried about here, like if there was some knockout like that, but yeah, luckily not. Okay, let's do next one. Okay. So queen, rook, bishop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rook takes f7 jumps out to me just as a cheap way to win a pawn. Is that enough? I mean... our king is weak, their king is also weak, but honestly, it feels like it's worth doing. There's no rook f1 at the end because I've got this bishop e1. I feel like it helps weaken his king as well. Yeah, I'm a quick scan of other candidates, but nothing's really coming out, so let's just try it. Okay, let's go. Rook f1, queen b6. This was inaccurate. So on account of black's open king, white should have kept the queens on with queen e2, and then white is winning. Yeah, so queen takes b6 was actually inaccurate, and this led to a drawn position. Okay, let's do one more. I've been tricky. You still haven't explained. What do you mean? Are you dating a girl in the Leicestershire chess scene? Who would it be? Who would it be? Who do I know? God, I feel like I'm very out of touch with the junior chess scene in Leicestershire. Apart from my small group of chaotic individuals. Steiner's era is the most important one for the fundamentals. I mean, fundamentals of attacking chess, sure. Yeah, we have opposite styles, but I actually love these puzzles. Yeah, no, it's really interesting how different people have different preferences as to what they find interesting and fun. I'd play queen takes e6 and lose. Is that even an option? B takes c4. I think that was the puzzle where b takes c4 was inaccurate. But yeah, anyway, let's keep chugging along. So queen, queen, rook, 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 bishop, knight. Also, welcome Salvador to the stream. Haven't seen you here before, I think. Yeah, we're basically just grinding this woodpecker, trying to improve our tactical sharpness. And yeah, for many reasons which I went into at the start, I'm definitely having an off day. So trying to be able to solve puzzles while having an off day is like really important as a player, especially as a tournament player. So material's even, except we've got bishop for knight. Oh, I'm suddenly seeing, what about this queen g4 move? Threatening all of this. And it's so interesting that when I'm in this state of mind, like, I can't follow that methodical process that got me 11 out of 11 last stream and was completely flawless and actually calculating more than the puzzles were giving. And now I'm just like kind of impulsively just jumping to moves that jump to my mind because I can't sit still with my thoughts. Like, it's actually very frustrating that I can't replicate this. So I need to keep looking at the position. So queen is hanging on f4, rook is hanging on e6. There's a pin on the knight on d1. There are potential back rank issues for the king, the white king. Candidate moves. So queen g4 is a candidate move. Rook takes d1 is a candidate move. Bishop takes g2 is a candidate move. I think that's all for now. So, what should we calculate first? I wonder if it's even worth calculating a move like bishop g2 first. Feels a little more forcing. But okay, queen g4 is threatening checkmate. So queen g4, my feeling is that f3 is like a move that kind of stops both. If we change the move order with rook takes d1, and then go queen g4, still f3. So what about if bishop takes g2? If bishop takes g2 and they do nothing, we just win a pawn. So bishop g2, king takes g2. Now queen g4 comes with check. Maybe they block with queen g3. Don't really see it. What about bishop takes g2, king takes g2, rook takes d1, queen g4 check. Now queen g3, queen takes d1, and we win a pawn. And the king is weak. They've got queen g6 check at the end, and we just go king h8, and I think we're fine. I think we just win a pawn that way. But do we? Wait, so bishop g2, king d2, rook takes d1. I guess then it actually matters, do we start with the rook or do we start with the bishop? Because bishop takes, maybe it's not forced to take back, whereas if we start with this, they're forced to take. Maybe there's a slight difference here, but what is the difference? I feel like, oh wait, if we sack the exchange, then we don't have to take the pawn, and we're actually in exchange down, so we need to start this way. And then sack, and then give the check. then queen g3, then we take, then they go queen g6, then we come here. Then they take on f5. And then I guess we take on d4. And we have this endgame where we have a slightly healthier kingside pawn structure and an extra pawn on the queen side. I think that's winning. So let's go. Rook c8. I am never finding this move. It's like, how are you supposed to consider rook c8? I mean, the only way you consider rook c8 is if you calculate like the Turkish players calculate, which is that they just consider every single legal move, which maybe is something I have to just start doing. Maybe I need to accept that my intuition as to what moves are good is just not good enough. Yeah, rook c8 is just such a curveball. I'm just not even considering this. But what I should have understood is that actually this rook is a little bit weak because it's being pressured and the queen is a bad protector. So I guess if queen takes c8, just simply queen takes d2 and it's just over. Did anyone get this in chat, actually? Oh, Salvador with the rook c8. Good job. Queen is hanging on f4? Yeah, I mean, like, it's loose in the starting position. That's what I mean. Just like it's worth considering what pieces are loose. Maybe hanging is the wrong chess term. I was reading rook d1 and then queen g4, but f3 stops both. Yeah, exactly. f3 is a real span into the works. Yeah, fantastic, Salvador. Good job with this rook c8. Bishop g2, at least it gives it as a line, so it can't be that stupid. Rook h6. And black is better but not winning. However, white should not win the pawn. I mean, I wasn't even considering this. Like, who the hell sees this? And yeah, this is a winning pawn endgame, apparently. With the outside pass pawn, that's ridiculous. Yeah, so I missed this rook c8. Actually, Salvador, if you can give your thought process to how you got to rook c8, that would be appreciated. But okay, rook c8 and this surprising move. So I wonder if you saw this as well. But I guess we can take, because then we threaten checkmate here. That just has to be winning. There's no way it's not winning. Yeah. Yeah, rook c8 is such a lovely move. But yeah, it's just so not on my radar. I mean, I think I should have just spent more time in the starting position to evaluate, to understand that the rook on d2 is weak. And this is why like it's really frustrating, actually, because I remember like my last round of Dortmund that I played, I lost to this girl Irene Liutsinger, this like 2250, and I outplayed her in the opening, and I got a position that is basically statically very good for me, and I just need to consolidate a bit more, and I'm going to try and push for the win. But I play a very impulsive move that just gets it completely wrong. And it's because I didn't spend enough time evaluating the position. And I think when I'm restless like this, it's just like I can't dedicate enough time to actually evaluate. I think if I had spent a bit more time to evaluate, I would appreciate that this rook is under pressure, and then maybe I find this rook c8. I mean, it's still very difficult for me, but maybe I see it. So yeah, somehow, okay, let's do one final one, then I need to go. I need to go teach a chess lesson, so I need to sort out my mood for that. Because I mean, these streams, like, you know, like, obviously it's nice if I can be in a better mood, but it's not essential. But with my chess lessons, you know, I need to definitely be in a good mood for that. Okay, let's make this the final one then. 1 3 6, 1 3 6 7, bishop 9. Okay. So we have a rook. I mean, this is why you should never count from back to front. I don't know why I did. To start with the heavy pieces first. So white is got a rook for a bishop and a pawn. God, that took so long to work out. Rook takes d7 suddenly jumps out. Again, I can't sit still on the position, which is very frustrating. Yeah, I mean, the black king is weak on d8, which is why rook takes d7 jumps out. My king has potential back rank issues. My bishop could potentially join the attack if it's on that diagonal, if rook takes d7. Let's just start calculating rook takes d7. I mean, is there anything else to understand about this position? Like, black is underdeveloped. I've got this rook on a1 that can potentially join. Rook takes d7. Okay, rook takes d7. If king to e8, then we got queen takes c8. At the very least. So we've got rook d7, king d7. What candidates do we have here? I think rook d1 looks very good. If rook d1, I don't see a move for them. Maybe knight d4. So rook d7, king d7, rook d1, knight d4. Then we've got knight takes d4 with the discovered check. And that has to be enough. Yeah, I think we just go rook d7. Rook d1. How on earth is that unclear? How much material have we won already? But we've sacked a rook. We've sacked a rook. Sacked a rook. So, knight takes d4 with the discovered check. King e7. Jesus, yeah, it's not completely winning. It's not completely winning. Yeah, and again, I played this too quickly. I should once we get to the position, I should slow down again. Just be sure. C takes d4 is difficult move. Such a annoying, quiet move. Yeah, I mean, if this is not like a good case for why I'm not playing this style of chess anymore, it's pretty clear. And I think my problem was that when I played this style of chess, I mean, it's so easy to just have completely catastrophic off days, and that's why I would have these like freak tournaments where 1 week like I'm winning or like gaining like 30-40 points, and then the next week I'm losing 30-40 points because I score a half point out of 5 because I'm losing every game despite getting good positions like this. So it's a very unforgiving path if you're not naturally gifted at this style. So for anyone who is playing in this style and not naturally gifted in it, I mean, really watch it, right? Watch yourself. But I mean, okay, at the end of the day, I'm still training this because I think it's good to have this ability, and it gives you a lot of confidence because when you play this classical chess and you outplay your opponent and you're grinding them out, there will still be the occasional moment where you need some concrete calculation, and these are the toughest ones. And if I can do this, then I can do anything. So this is the mindset. I did this last year. It worked out very well. I've just got to stick with it. So a pretty awful stream, I have to say, all in all. But I hope you still got something from it, and I got some training out of it. And yeah, we will be back on Monday for some more Woodpecker. I'm going to be pulling my hair out. We are only 3 days into this challenge, and I've got like 3 whole months to do this. So hopefully we get a bit better. But I think this is natural as well. Like, you start going back to the gym. I think the second day is always the hardest, especially if you're ill. You're exhausted. You're completely stuffed on ramen. I mean, like, it's rough. It's really rough. But okay, I'm going to try and sort myself out in 9 minutes before this lesson, and see you guys in the next video. And thanks for tuning in. Okay, adios.